you with it, drop it.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Franchise coming here with another video. Yep, Franchise, Manny, whatever you want to call me. Y'all know the deal. Let's get into it. So this week we had a really good week of football. You know, my Philadelphia Eagles still remain undefeated. The Giants shocking a lot of people as they beat the Packers in London, and are still undefeated in London. They're 4-0 in London. NFC East looking hot right now. They did us dirty on that Thursday night game, bro, because the Broncos and the Colts both look terrible. And I know I should not have made this video this late, but I had a lot going on this week. But I still got the video out, so bear with me, y'all. Been dropping a lot of shorts. Appreciate the support on the shorts. But yeah, let's jump into the video. Let's get it, man. The first player we got here is Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill had 1 passing touchdown, 22 passing yards, 112 yards through the air. Or not through the air, rushing actually. And 3 rushing touchdowns. So he had a really good day. I threw him up on here because I just feel like he came in the game. He added a little spark. I picked the Saints in this game. And it looked like they were about to lose, but once you brung him in, he just brung that spark, and he actually led that touchdown at the end there. And that's definitely what helped them out a lot more in that game. But you know, I just feel like this game for the Saints kind of shows like who should be the starter. And I'm not a fan of Taysom Hill in the passing game, but he definitely has a spark to the game as just an all-around player. Besides the fact that he can barely throw a football. I mean, he could throw a football. He's a quarterback for a reason. He could definitely throw a football. But like I said, he had a really good day. He added to this top 5 performances because we look at who played the best of that week. I didn't throw Gabriel Davis up in here because I just felt like there were 5 other better performers this week. I felt like Davis had a really good day, but I just felt like there was 5 other performers better. But shouts out to Gabriel Davis, though. He would definitely be an honorable mention on this list because he had a tremendous day, fantastic day. But Taysom Hill, he just added the little spark that helped them get the dub. And Jameis Winston, I don't know what's going on with bro. He just doesn't look like a good quarterback right now. And I'm a huge fan of Jameis Winston. I'll be the first to admit it. He does not look good this year. Now, number 2, we got Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce had 7 receptions this game, 25 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's a weird stat line. But he carried me in fantasy, bro. I was out 98-1 in this one specific league, and he got all of my points because he was the last guy in my lineup. And I needed him to go off, and that's exactly what he did. He just dominated that defense. He is the best red zone tight end in the league, and that's facts. That's all facts. Right now, he is the best tight end in the game, and you can't change it. I'm sorry, I like George Kittle as the overall tight end. I think he's overall better. But the man doesn't stay healthy. This season he's been solid, but he hasn't been great. He's still trying to recover from the injuries. But when you got a guy like Travis Kelce out here balling, you got to give the man his respect. And put him at number 1. And dude is just a dominant player. Like, that's who Mahomes relies on. When he has that reliability, or when someone's getting shut down, he throws it to Travis Kelce. Like, even when they had Tyreek Hill, Hill was not the safety blanket. It was Travis Kelce. 15 and 87. That's the two guys right there. Best tight end quarterback duo in the league right now, and it's not even close. But yeah, Travis Kelce, great day. That helped them out a lot against the Raiders because, you know, the Raiders out here trying to get some wins. And like I said, division games are very tough. And I got a bold take this week that the Eagles will defeat the Cowboys and blow them out, actually. But I've said that on Twitter. Y'all seen that. But talking about Travis Kelce, great day, man. Number 3, speaking of Buffalo from earlier, I got Josh Allen on here. 424 yards, 4 touchdowns, an interception, 42 yards rushing. Really, really fantastic day. He baked that defense. And him, Gabriel Davis, Khalil Shakir, Diggs, they were just feasting. And it's just so hard to stop this Bills offense because they always just find a way to, like, get a new weapon in the game that you just don't know about. And they just go off. Like, no one knew about Gabriel Davis until that playoff game. No one knew about Khalil Shakir until that game last week against the Steelers. Isaiah McKenzie, not the most popular name, and he's been doing really, really well this season. And that all comes down to how good of a passer Josh Allen is, and how much he's developed as a quarterback. This is just what happens when you develop players. You get to see things like this, and it's just so exciting for the league because the Bills took a chance on him when no one else didn't. So, and I mean, yeah, he was a 7th overall pick, so it's a really high pick, but dude, he had a lot of issues, and the Bills took a chance on him with his accuracy, and no one's talking about the accuracy no more. Dude is talented. He's a really talented quarterback. And it's just only up from here. So can't wait to see how he looks the next couple of games and what he can do in the future. I can't wait to see how he does this year in bigger games, but we'll see what happens with that. Number 4 we got up on here, Matthew Judon. I don't know why this dude doesn't get talked about enough. 2 sacks. He ties the NFL right now in sacks with 6 with Micah Parsons, who we'll mention later. But Matthew Judon, 6 sacks on the season, just balling, putting up numbers, has been doing this consistently. No one talks about him. And I think he should be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate because he's just been putting up numbers and no one talks about it. It's crazy. He opens up things for Dietrich Wise Jr. and other guys on that defensive line. You don't see them getting sacks without Matthew Judon. So it's crazy how good this guy is and how literally no one talks about him besides Patriots fans. It's crazy. This man needs his love. I think he should definitely be like a top 3 candidate for Defensive Player of the Year because he's balling this year. 6 sacks in 5 games? This dude is eating, bro. It is crazy. I can't wait to see how he performs next week and if he could keep it doing consistently. Like, I hope he wins Defensive Player of the Year because that'll just help his legacy out a lot more because he's one of those underrated guys that just never got talked about, and that could help him out a lot, man. So I'm rooting for this dude. Can't wait to see how he does next week, though. And overall, he's just been playing really, really good, man. And it sucks that Bill Belichick has to have him because of how good of a defensive-minded coach he is. Just an amazing year so far for Matthew Judon. He's been doing this for mad years, and I'm glad that he's getting his recognition. But the last player we got, like I said earlier, Micah Parsons. Dude's an absolute monster. 2 sacks. I mean, I get that it's against a terrible Rams O-line, but again, you play who's on your schedule. You're supposed to do it well, and that's how we did. And they got the W, and winning matters. Now, obviously, I can't wait to face them this week because I want to show that defensive group what an actual, I'm not even going to say an actual offense because they played really good offenses, look like, but a consistent offense so far this season. Tampa Bay's offense hasn't been consistent. Cincy's offense hasn't been consistent, but I digress. Micah had 2 sacks, 3 solo tackles, 2 assisted tackles. Dude's been playing elite football. 6 sacks. Like I said, he ties in sacks with Matthew Judon. Phenomenal football. That whole defense has been eating this year. Right now, as it stands, they're the best defensive football group unit in football right now. Trayvon Diggs playing phenomenal football. He's been on the list. DeMarcus Lawrence would have been an honorable mention a couple weeks ago. Dorrance Armstrong, he's getting a lot of good looks because of Michael Parsons. Dude is an absolute disruptor. He gets everything going for the rest of the guys, and it is gonna be a tough out for us this week. It's gonna be hard to face this guy. It's gonna be a tough out for that offensive line, but we'll see what happens, man. I think we're gonna win, and we're gonna win pretty good. But it's gonna be really, really hard when you got a really good D line that you're playing. But I'm gonna end this video off right here. Recommendations. I know this was a late video, and Thursday Night Football happened yesterday, but yeah, I had to drop it anyways. But yeah, I'm out. Y'all have a good, safe, blessed day. Enjoy week 6, y'all. Boys out. Peace.